Hey everyone, welcome to another video review, and this is the final Terrorcon that I am reviewing. It's of course the Power of the Primes Terrorcon Blot from Wave 3, the one of the anticipated figures, and actually probably one of the most popular Terrorcons, and there's a good reason for that. Yes, Blot, the troll monster thingy, whatever you want to call him. And of course he comes in this card thing. He comes in this package. You can see the render right there with Blot's name, Power of the Primes. Really nice artwork. And on the back you have more renders of the different modes, the Prime Masters. Hey, look, they can work with the armor stuff and all that jazz. 8 steps. How will the foul Terrorcon foot soldier wield the power of the Primes up there? So, yep. Quick look at the package done. And of course, in package along with this figure, you have. It doesn't unfold on me. You have the instructions. Blot's instructions. Blot's fun to say. Just Blot. They're, they're typical instructions. They're kind of sometimes difficult to read just because of purple on gray, but they're alright. And of course, he comes with his collector's card. Again, the nice artwork there. You can see, really nice. And this is the Alpha Trion Blot. Gains knowledge to cure his persistent bad hygiene. He doesn't know how to wash himself. I just love that. It's just so dumb. I just love it. But yeah. It's Blot, and this is a really nice little alt mode. It's this squat, cube of a monster guy. I just like it, and I'm not alone in this. It just looks really nice like this, and you can see his, monster face and all that stuff. You can kind of see the robot head sticking out, and that kind of is unfortunate. It's just chilling out there. Nothing to cover it up, really, but it's there. Just deal with it. It's Blot. He doesn't care. Yeah, it looks good. It's nice squat. You got silver and yellow and red here on the chest, which looks really nice. You got the red eyes picked out. Decepticon logo, which mimics the old rub sign. And all this stuff purple, like different, this dark blue, dark blue and this purple, and it looks really good together. It's just a nice little cuboid. Yeah, I just really like how this guy looks. It just looks so nice and squat and mean. This looks like something that will wreck your day. He has no real mouth movement or anything of any sort. But he's got shoulders because these are robot modes, so that ball joints, shoulders can move forward, back, up, outward, and whatnot. There's bicep swivel, or there's ball jointed elbows, which can double as a bicep swivel. But yeah, they can also curl up and down. You got this. I mean, you can kind of do this, which kind of simulates it, but then you got this sticking up. But if you really want, it looks like he's closing his fist. No waist. Well, there's a waist there, but you can't use it in this mode. And he's got these legs right here, which can move forward and back. They actually ratchet outward. One of those weird soft faux ratchets, but they can do that. And the foot can actually move forward and back like this. Again, on another one of those weird ratchet things. So, it's a good figure. It's a good alt mode. I like this quite a bit as it is. It's just this gross looking thing, and I love it. He also comes with his little rifle here. This one of them. It's got 2 pegs. There's this side peg and this gun handle that can actually peg in right here on either side, but I prefer to have the handle sticking down. You can peg in like this. There's not 2 of them, just one. But peg in, have an over the shoulder cannon thing, and he's got his prime armor, which it's the prime armor. I mean, we know what to expect at this point. Can, remove this thing, put a Prime Master in there. Done. Put this back. That can also be a gun if you want. As it stands, it's kind of weird, like where do you put this thing on this mode? I like to put it, if I'm going to store this, I like to actually put it back here. Like this. It's kind of still, it's still obviously visible, but it kind of works, all things there. He's already kind of all hunched over and stuff, so it kind of works as just kind of storage right there if you need to store it in alt mode here. But of course, he's got his team. He's a Terrorcon. There's more than one of them, turns out. How about that? Of course, you got Hunger. Hunger's back here. You got Ripper Snapper. You have Cutthroat. And, of course, Sinner Twin. They're all actually pretty good molds, all things considered. I actually like every single one of these. But I think Blot's my favorite. I think definitely Blot is my favorite of all of them. They're all good, but Blot is, I think, the clear winner. But yeah, you finally got a team. We finally got the team together. It's happening. No worries about that. So, that's it for that. So, let's go ahead and get him into leg mode. Yeah, that sounds good. Right, so to do so, we want to remove this gun. His leg mode is the one time you actually collapse these legs, believe it or not. And so you want to take these and fold them up like that. Pick this foot and fold it up like that. Kind of get him out of the way for a bit. Undo this leg down here, like so. Get these legs undone, although this one actually just came undone too. Whoops, yeah. Open this up, collapse the legs down, like so. Like that. And then close this up. Take the monster legs. There's a little peg here. Let's go over this. A lot of this library looks familiar. If you have Ripper Snapper, I saw the Ripper Snapper review, you know kind of some of this stuff already. Yeah, collapse all up. Then take these fists and turn them around like this. And then you want to take these arms and turn them around like that. Now take this whole assembly up here, this whole nonsense, open that up. Take the peg and rotate it around like that. Now you want to, okay, there's 2 pegs right here on the top. There's also 4 sets of holes in this thing right here. See that? Now you want to actually attach it to this first set right here under the red bits. You want to kind of collapse this in such a way that it does that, which means taking this hinge right here, you want to make sure this hinge folds up like this and down. So then this collapses down like this. You can do whatever you want with this part. Kind of fold it down like this. That kind of helps streamline things a bit. You take these arms, there's little tabs right here. You want to move these up like this. And move up these pieces. See that? Move them up. And this tab right here will go in this slot right here. Like that. So, that's the front of the leg, and you just do this. And of course, you're done. That's the leg mode. It's the one and only time you actually collapse the legs down is the leg mode here. Believe it or not. It's kind of odd, but that's how it is. And yeah, it's actually a pretty good leg mode. You get, see the hollow bits under the feet for the troll feet, but whatever, or monster feet. Is he actually a troll? Might just be that third-party guy's called troll, and that's what's throwing me off. Whatever. It's actually pretty good. I like this. I like this a lot. It's nice and compact and whatnot. Although this is the only thing right here is that kind of this throws me off. Right here, this it's kind of like, what do I do with that? I guess you can collapse it in like that, but you can also, I guess, attach the gun if you want. I guess have a leg gun, just like that or something. Now, I'm gonna remove this foot. I'm gonna actually take this to robot mode. There's a reason for that, and kind of obvious. I mean, we have a combiner form later, so I actually want to remove that, get this all straightened out, so you have room to move this all around. Untab the arms from the side and rotate them around. Unpeg these again, so you can open up the legs, unfold them. So, get these little tabs here, which will go in these little slots here. Make sure you line it up properly, or else things aren't going to work well. Split the legs. There we go. Yeah, they're tight. And then repeg the monster legs onto the side, like that. Peg them, stands up. And then of course this whole thing you want to actually collapse it up in such a way. Now you actually want to collapse this even further, and then there's that second set of holes back here. You see those? This is when you use them. The second set is right here. Collapses in nice and tight. And you have Blot in his robot mode. And I just like this robot mode a lot too. I like the alt mode, I like this robot mode. It's actually a remold of Ripper Snapper, which I already liked Ripper Snapper a lot, so I actually like this one too. Ripper Snapper and him are my favorites. He's my favorite, but Ripper Snapper is a really close second because they're the same mold, basically. Then I like a lot about this. You know, this red stuff from the beast modes out here, like shoulder cannons of sorts, like I guess shoulder mortars of sorts, which is kind of neat. The backpack actually is pretty cleanly put away here. You can actually move this out of the way too if you needed to, whatever. Again, silver and yellow here on the shoulders, which kind of mimics, you know, what was on the beast mode, but now, you know, picked out here because the original robot mode, the original one's robot mode from G1 was absolutely ridiculous looking. You got a little Decepticon. He's got the silver face with this red visor and purple helmet, and it's his face that the thing about it, and I just like this face here, is that he's just got this upset look on his face. He just looks so upset about something. You can see that. Just like that. I just like how just something's upset him. That is a I am disappointed in you face, which on Blot I suspect is not a good thing to see. And of course he's got his gun, which you can put in his hand. This is where I like to use the handle, not the peg. The peg's really shallow. Holds it really well. It looks really nice like this. It's just a really good combo. Again, the purple's coming out. This silver kneecaps and little tiny bits of blue here on the legs. It just looks really good. It's a really good color combo. I just like how it looks. It's just a really nice thing, especially compared to the original Blot. And of course, he's got his prime armor stuff, which again, you fold this down, peg it in. Looks ridiculous. I don't like to have it here, but there's really nowhere else to put it on the robot. I mean, you could kind of peg it on back here, I guess, as a weird thing, but then it's just kind of hanging out awkwardly, and I don't like to do that. For him, I just like to set it off to the side. I just don't like having it on the actual robot in this mode. It just looks kind of weird. So, yep. I think it looks good like this. Articulation, though. He's got his heads on the ball joints, so he can look up and right. Can look up and down a little tiny bit, which also means there's a itty bitty microscopic amount of waggle, not a whole lot. Shoulders can move forward and back on this ball joint a lot. Got an outward movement. His elbows are on ball joints too, so that doubles the bicep swivel, and you also got the elbow joints, much like the monster mode. Nice there. Waist swivel, which is nice. He's got hips, which go forward and back, although they have to, depending on where this thing's sitting, it might adjust things. If you move it out of the way, then it can go out back to fine. Only goes about this far before stuff just stops moving correctly. I guess molding. Thigh swivels, knees, 90-degree knees. I mean, again, it's another one of those. Technically, there's another hinge in there, but that's for the transformation. And his ankles, but he does have a sculpted A stance. The other thing is, what's nice is because of this, you can do, for the transformation, you can take the fist and close it back up, and now he's got a claw in his robot mode, which I like that a lot, just how the idea is sometimes he'll have the claw out. It's just a really cool thing. I think it looks cool. But you can do that if you want. Otherwise, you just got I guess, Wolverine claws. So yeah, it looks really nice like this, and I really like it. I really like it a lot. This is my favorite one. Ripper Snapper's close, don't get me wrong, but he's really my favorite. And, well, of course, now we gotta see all the Terrorcons together. And yep. There they are, all 5 of them. They look good together. I really like it. The weakest one, though, is maybe him. Not because he's bad. It's just, I like this one a lot. Again, it's I think this one kind of, some people lose points because he's very similar to a previous mold. Shares a lot of engineering with the previous mold. But, yeah, I think these two are my favorite. The Ripper Snapper and Blot. Just Blot's the one. Just barely ekes out, I think. But Ripper Snapper's pretty good, too. Now, one last thing to do, of course, we got to get him to arm mode because we're going to form Abominus. So, do so. It's actually pretty easy. You're going to want to take this backpack and, again, kind of move in such a way that you can get these pegs here where the red dots are, or thruster, whatever they are. I'll get those out there. You want to turn this head around so it's hiding. Move the peg down. Make sure you actually get a clearance because this can fold up in such a way the head doesn't want to move. Fold the hands back into the arms. Like so. rotate him around and tab him in. Rotate around at the elbow and tab in. Make sure it's all nice and solid. Then, of course, take the legs, put them together, and then rotate them whichever way. I'm going to make this the right arm. You're almost done. Just got to take the fist here, which on mine the fingers are a little stiff, so they don't like to come out very easily. Just got to get them to move. There you go. And make a fist. Make sure the peg's out, and boom. We'll make sure that is all nice together and solid. And there you go. You can also take the gun here, and I like to put it on here like this, so that, again, the handle's out of the way. And there we go. Now he's got more shoulder. And that's the arm mode. Of course, you got to bring in the rest of them. I like to put these guys at the legs. This seems to be the preferred configuration too. Go ahead and start raising the camera now. There's Abominus. This is a torso. Put those in like that. Of course, like usual. We've done this for years now. Got Ripper Snapper. Plug him in. And finally Blot. And you have Abominus. Who is, of course, still too tall, because that's just how it is. Alright, Abominus. And yes, Abominus looks really good. I really enjoy how Abominus looks. I find it to be a really solid looking combiner. The only thing is he has a tendency to kind of lean forward a bit, in my experience. Which is why I tend to just one click back on the legs, on the hips. So it helps a little bit. See, he's still kind of looking forward more or less, but he's a little more stable. The other thing is I like to also do this, which is take these bits and rotate them around like this. Because the tabs kind of mess with things. If you move them forward, the thumbs, I guess, it's a little more flat on the ground, making it a little better. Yeah, he looks really great. The thing is, I complain about this hunger. These don't tab in, unfortunately. These legs things do not tab in like they should, but what you gonna do, really? Yeah, I just think he looks good like this. It's Abominus, so, you know, it's a combiner. It's got a swivel head like this, left and right. That's it. Of course, the combiner port, so it's still the good old ratchety shoulders, elbows. You can have, if you turn these around, you can have, you know, dual hinge elbows, which if you don't unplug everything while doing so. You can have dual hinge elbows if you want, but you're supposed to have them configured like this. It's a little cleaner like this, but you lose a hinge, so it's your choice. Hips, of course. Ratcheting forward and back, ratcheting outward, thigh swivel, ratcheting knee bend. You also got a knee swivel, if I can. Knee swivel, and of course now, because Combiner Wars, or not Combiner Wars, wow, Power of the Primes, ankle tilts. And these help stabilize. I know a lot of people, what they like to do is turn these around like this. They say it looks better. I disagree. I prefer them like this. Also, apparently some people have said that doing so makes him a little less stable. So if you prefer it like that, do it at your own risk. But I prefer them with the hunger feet facing forward. It's just personal preference, but it's up to you. Your Transformer. Your Transformers. Yeah, I just really like how Abominus looks. I know some people are kind of upset about the multicolored fists and stuff. You know, this is a light blue, this is dark blue, you got teal, and then you got purple. I think that actually works really well. It kind of really emphasizes it's 5 robots coming together and not, I do like the matching fists and stuff, the matching limbs, but at the same time, I think this is cool because it kind of makes it more look like these are extensions and not just, you don't just pick them in, they actually extend out of the robots, if that makes sense, because they match with individual ones. I think it's, well, for Abominus here, because there's already so many crazy colors. I mean, you got, purple and dark blue, you got blue and white, you got pink and white and red, you got, yellow and green and forest green and purple and yellow. It all just works really well. I think just having multiple colored hands and feet. It just kind of really emphasizes just it's 5 robots who came together and not just like 5 different robots who came together. Yeah, I just like how this looks. He looks really good. He's fairly stable, all things considered, as long as you click those back just once. As long as you click the hips back once, he's really stable. The only thing, of course, as many people have noted, is the back is kind of empty. I believe there's a third-party company who probably going to come out with some sort of back plate or something just to cover that up if you're really upset about that. But for me, it's in the back, so it's like, for me, because it's in the back, I'm not really too upset about it. From the front here, it looks really great. I just really like how this guy looks. I'm finally glad to have him completed. Yeah, it's a good combiner. It's of the, I guess, 2 complete combiners, 3 complete. He's the better of the normal ones. He's better than the Volcanicus, that's for sure. Because Volcanicus kind of looks a little silly. But he's got good proportions and whatnot. He just looks really good as a combiner. And of course, I gotta put him, compare him to his rival from the cartoon, which you can just barely fit in frame because these are both very large. Here's the Unite Warriors Computron. Just a point of comparison. Yep. This, just as full disclosure, Computron here is a little taller just because he's got aftermarket feet and the hands. Yep. Otherwise, they would be the same height if it wasn't for that. But yeah, they look good together. They would look good facing off against each other if you have one on display. They're just they look good together. I think they'll definitely look good in any sort of display. So just be aware of that. I'm just gonna try to pull this guy off. Abominus is a good combiner. It's that simple. I think he works really well. The team comes together really well. They don't look awkward like Volcanicus does. I think if you've been waiting for like Computron's rival, this is it. This is what you want. If you can find them, if you can find all 5, go for it for sure. Even if you can only find 1 or 2 of them, actually, go for it. All of them are actually pretty solid toys on their own, but they come together beautifully as a really solid combiner. The only thing really missing would be really is a waist joint, and you don't really miss it that much. I know there's a third-party upgrade sets coming out. I know Perfect Effects already did their hands and feet. Who was it? The other one, I'm trying to remember I can't remember their name, but they are coming out with their own thing, so that'll be interesting. I don't feel he'll need the upgrades, but if you want them, great. But I feel as it stands, because he's got ankle tilts and everything already, he's fine. I like how it looks. It's a good, solid combiner. All the figures are solid. Blot's my favorite. But yeah, that was Blot. That's Abominus. I've been babbling on long enough. Get these guys if you can. If you can find them, get them. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it informative. And hopefully I shall see you next time with another video review.